Welcome to the world of electrical installation and maintenance grade 10. In this lesson, you will be guided in interpreting diagrams and switches. Also, we will explore the different types of switches used in house wiring installation and proper application and connection of this electrical device into the circuit. This is Frederick Liban, your EIM teacher. Today, we will explore the world of electrical installation and maintenance grade 10. Do you still remember our past lesson about the 5 types of electrical diagrams? Number 1 is pictorial diagram. Pictorial diagram, also called as installation diagram, that uses simple images of components. Number 2, schematic diagram. Schematic diagram shows primarily the connection of the circuit using abstract, standard graphic symbols rather than using realistic pictures. Number 3, line diagram is the presentation of electrical connection of wiring devices using single line, and with slashes indicating the number of conductors in a line. Number 4, riser diagram. Riser diagram is a single line diagram that shows the entire electrical circuit from the service entrance up to the smallest circuit branch. Block diagram shows the general description of a wiring system and each function. Switch. A switch is an electrical device used basically for controlling the current flow within the circuit. It is operated manually to turn on and turn off a load such as lighting devices we have in our home. The classification of switches. Number 1, surface type. This type of switch is installed above the surface of walls. It is used in exposed or surface type wiring method. Number 2, flush type. This type of switch is installed within a wall and is used in flush type or concealed type wiring method. The commonly used type of switch in house wiring installation is the single pole single throw switch or SPST switch. Consisting of both surface and concealed type, this type of switch is so useful in controlling turn on and turn off one or more lighting loads depending upon every possible need in one location. SPST switch connection. 1 gang. This type of switch consists of 2 common terminals. Wires coming from the power source and the wire coming from the load can be connected to these terminals interchangeably without affecting the circuit. And this is the example of a simple circuit using SPST switch. 2-gang switch connection or S2. This consists of 2 SPST switches in a 2-gang plate. This is used to control 2 loads, load A and load B, individually in one location. Lastly, 3-gang switch connection or S3. This consists of 3 SPST switches in a 3-gang plate. This is used to control 3 separate loads, load A, load B, and load C in one location. Today, I will show you how to sketch schematic diagram of 3 bulbs controlled by 3 SPST switches in 3 locations. Today, I will show you the procedure on how to sketch 3 bulbs controlled by 3 SPST switches in 3 locations. We have 3 procedures. Procedure number 1, draw the symbol of circuit breaker. Do the procedure number 1. Procedure number 1 is hot wire bulb. So hot wire bulb, when I say hot wire bulb, from line 1 going up or going to the first terminal of bulb A, B, and C. So this is the typical schematic diagram of 3 bulbs controlled by 3 SPST switches in 3 locations. So draw circuit breaker symbol or the symbol of circuit breaker. Then write line 1 and line 2. Do procedure number 1. Procedure number 1 is from line 1 to the first terminal of bulb A, bulb B, and bulb C. So this is the procedure number 1, hot wire bulb. Then procedure number 2, from line 1 or hot wire switch from line 1 to the first terminal of switch. So draw a line from line 2 to the first terminal of switch A, switch B, and switch C. Then procedure number 3, remaining terminals. The remaining terminals of bulb A and remaining terminals of switch A will be connected. Example. So from second terminal of the bulb, so draw the symbol of incandescent lamp. This is the symbol for incandescent lamp. Then draw from the terminal of bulb A to the second terminal of switch number 2. So draw a box so that you can easily identify the symbol of switch in this part. So this is the symbol for switch. Do the same in bulb number 2 or letter B. Draw the symbol of incandescent lamp. Then from bulb to switch or second terminal of the switch number 2. So this is the procedure number 3. Do the same in bulb number 2 or bulb number 3 rather. Draw the symbol of incandescent lamp. Then connect line to the second terminal from bulb to the second terminal of switch number 3. So that is the procedure on how to sketch or draw the schematic diagram of 3 bulbs, 1, 2, 3, controlled by 3 SPST switches in 3 locations. So this is the final output. So this is the final output for the schematic diagram of 3 bulbs controlled by 3 SPST switches in 3 locations. Let's do the another way on sketching schematic diagram. We will do the same procedure. Procedure number 1, hot wire bulb. First, we need to draw the circuit breaker. And after sketching the circuit breaker, let's do the procedure number 1. Procedure number 1, hot wire bulb. So let's write line 1 and line 2 first. Then let's do the procedure number 1, hot wire bulb. So when you say hot wire bulb, from line 1 going up to the first terminal of switch A, B, and C. And let's do the second procedure, hot wire switch. Draw a line from line 2 going down to the first terminal of switch A, B, and C. And the third procedure is remaining terminals. They call it return. When you say return, from the remaining terminals of bulb A and B connected to the remaining terminals of second terminal of switch A, B, and C. So let's do the procedure number 3, the return. From the second terminal of bulb going down to the second terminal of switch, write or draw the symbol for wire not connected. So this is the symbol for wire not connected. Then draw box for us to easily identify the symbol of switch in this schematic diagram. So this is the symbol for switch. And then let's do the same in number 2 bulb or letter B bulb. From second terminal of bulb, draw wire not connected going down to the second terminal of switch. Then write box for our switch for you to easily recognize the switches in this part. Then let's do the same in letter B bulb, return. Draw line going down to the first or second terminal of the switch rather. Then draw box and pole so that we can easily identify the switch in this diagram. So this is the final output for our 3 bulbs controlled by 3 SPST switches in 3 different locations. So this is the actual schematic diagram usually used or practiced by the experienced electrician, particularly in TESDA. Today we have discussed the classification of switches, flush type and surface type. And number 2, single pole single throw switch, 1 gang. SPST switch, 2-gang. SPST switch, 3-gang connection. And number 5, electrical diagram or schematic diagram. Through a schematic diagram, we can easily understand the connection of a circuit, as well as identify the faulty wiring connection.